Hey Bisbees, it's Zang, and today we are continuing our Vietnamese series, and I have a special guest here.
Hi.
This is Adrianna from the amazing blog A Cozy Kitchen. If you guys haven't seen her Instagram feed, it is like the most beautiful thing ever.
Thank you.
Do you want to tell them a little about what you do? And
Sure. I write A Cozy Kitchen, which is a food blog. It celebrates butter and pastries and corgis and cute things. And it's a blog about all of the things I love to make.
And her blog is the most beautiful. She makes the most wonderful cakes, and just, you guys have to check it out. But today we are gonna be making something that I thought of you immediately when I was coming up with the series. I'm like, I have to have you over to make this with me. But we are gonna be making some Vietnamese egg rolls.
Very excited, so excited.
So the reason why I thought of you when I was coming up with the egg roll idea was because you posted about Golden Deli's egg rolls, which was like one of the best Vietnamese things you ever had.
Yes, they are super crispy, and like you wrap them in lettuce with like herbs, and there's like a dipping sauce, and they're just so amazing. They like shatter in your mouth, and they're like one of my favorite things. If I'm having a bad day, like I always drive to Golden Deli and have them.
I'm actually a little nervous now.
You are?
I have a lot to live up to.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Well, hopefully this will be as good as Golden Deli's. I actually grew up helping my mom make this dish, but I've never actually made it myself before, so it's gonna be kind of...
We're gonna figure it out together.
Yay! Okay, so I have everything measured out already, so I don't actually know if this is exactly what Golden Deli has in theirs, but we'll wing it. So we have some bean thread, some wood ear mushroom. Have you ever seen these
Yes,
things
I
before?
love them. They're so good.
They're like, the texture is really interesting.
It's kind of like meaty and chewy all at the same
and
time.
crunchy too,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And then we have jicama, onions, and carrots. So I'm gonna have you actually mince the onions and the jicama.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna shred some carrots for the mixture.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, cool. And we can actually just put everything in the bowl, because...
All the pieces? All this?
Yeah. So we only need about half a cup.
Okay.
Mince it. See, I'm having her do all the work today.
Pregnant woman strategy. So it needs to be like minced or like...
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like a minced onion.
I see, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna chop this super finely, just because, you know, like when you stuff it in an egg roll, you kind of want it just to meld with the meat. So everything should be pretty much the size.
I see. Is that good?
That actually looks great.
That looks good? Okay.
Yeah, so let's put it in here.
Okay.
So maybe just cut half of the onions, and then we'll put it in here, and then I'll shred the carrots.
Okay, and this is like a dice too, just like a small dice.
Yeah. Yeah, LA's been good. I haven't been able to find a lot of good Vietnamese food, surprisingly. You have to drive all the way out to the
Little
OC.
Saigon?
Yes.
Little Saigon,
Have you been out there?
Yes. I've been to Little Saigon, but I don't go to the OC very often, so there's this one place that I think is really famous for like some sort of catfish dish.
Ooh, which one?
I don't know the name. I don't know why we went. Oh no, we've been to like two Vietnamese places. There's another place that's really famous. I forget the name of it.
Brodard, have you been there?
It kind of feels like Mama's Fish House. It kind of is like very big and nice and modern, but like a lot of wood.
Huh.
Do you know what I'm talking about? It's in Garden Grove.
I think it might be Brodard.
Yeah, I think that it
They're
sounds
like
very similar.
famous
Yes.
for their spring rolls. You can't go wrong in the OC. Like most of the places there are just delicious.
Yeah, they're really good. Yeah. Yeah, I've been to Little Saigon like a couple times, but I don't go to the OC very much just because
Traffic.
the traffic, we don't have a lot of reason to go.
Actually, that looks about good.
Good? Okay.
Yeah. Can we mince it a little bit more?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna mix all the chopped things in there, and then we're gonna salt it.
So my mom always does that when she uses raw onion.
Yeah.
She always salts it and puts like a little water in it.
Interesting.
To just like cut the like bitterness of it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So now we have everything in the bowl. Since it's still like really crunchy, what we want to do is extract all of the liquid and juices out of them. It'll keep your egg rolls from exploding once you fry them. So if you can add 3 teaspoons.
I guess it's like 3 teaspoons.
just let it sit for about 5 minutes to really like extract.
Cool.
All right, so this looks good. It's starting to come out. Yeah, do you want to squeeze it? So I'm using a nut milk bag just because I feel like it's easy to just cram everything in there.
This is cool. This is a cool idea. I would have never thought to do this. I would have never thought to do this.
So...
Oh, wow. So much water has come out already.
Yeah. So are you more of like a savory or sweet chef?
I think I'm a little bit of both. I think the thing that I love about sweet is I love like building things and designing things.
You are so good at them. I watched her make like buttercream flowers.
I love making them. They're so fun.
They're perfect.
I think the thing that I love to eat the most is probably savory though.
Yeah.
Like it's like I love to make sweet the most, but I love to eat savory the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just therapeutic.
It is.
For like baking and
very therapeutic.
Decorating. I decorate like a 7-year-old, so I'm like, it's not my thing, but I love watching people do it.
Okay. Is that good or more?
Do you think you can get a little bit more?
I think so.
Okay, cool. It's a workout.
It is a workout. Okay, I think
that looks perfect.
Okay.
Let me grab a bowl. So here is going to be our mixing bowl. Yeah. So this is super dry now. Good job squeezing out all the water.
I try.
And then we're gonna add a pound of pork. So I'm using an 80-20.
Okay.
That has flavor, so it'll be good. And then we also have the vermicelli, the bean thread. If you want to dump that in.
Sure.
As well as the
Whittier
mushrooms.
You've been to Din Tai Fung, right?
Yes.
They have have you had the appetizer that it's like vermicelli noodles and Whittier mushrooms? It's
I've
my God, it's so good.
Really?
Yeah.
What just Whittier mushrooms and
it's like actually I think it's just Whittier mushrooms, yeah. And it's like with a sauce and it's like so good.
Amazing. Okay, so now to season it, all we have to do is add some salt, sugar, and black pepper. So maybe about like a teaspoon of each.
Okay. I can just eyeball this, right? I don't have to like
I always eyeball.
I usually just say like 10. I'm like 10 rounds because I don't.
And plus it's so fine, like it would take forever. Just to balance out the saltiness from the other thing. So I'll go ahead and mix it. My hands are already dirty. Okay. I'm not mixing it to be, I just want it to be incorporated because you don't want to overwork the meat. Otherwise it gets kind of gummy.
Yeah.
In the egg rolls.
Wait, so you've never made this, right? You didn't just say that for camera.
No, I've never made it on my own, but I helped my mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she always like, she's upstairs, and she was like, okay, make sure you do this, make sure you don't do that.
Right, okay, because I was like, wow, this is very like guided.
She walked me through everything before.
Okay.
I know. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so to roll out the egg rolls, I'm gonna have us try 2 different things. Now you like the golden egg rolls, or Golden Deli's egg rolls, and I think they make it with rice paper. These guys. But I'm used to making it with this wheat-based one, just because it's a little bit crunchier. It's like more classic, but I think this might give you that double fried texture that you're talking about. I don't know. I've never tried it, so we're gonna try it out. But
experiments. Okay.
You just dip it in some warm water, just like barely wet it. That looks good. And then you can lay it down here. And then we'll just add maybe like 2 scoops.
There you go.
Perfect. And so for the egg rolls, can I just show you?
Yes.
Real quick? Okay. So usually we like to start, or my mom taught me to start down here and just kind of form it. And then once the wrapper gets a little bit softer, we'll just kind of roll it like a burrito and then tuck the sides in. And this will kind of help it from exploding as well because these things are so delicate. They tend to break. So, and then just roll it up like this, and then wet the top, and then you got your little egg roll.
Cute.
Hopefully it turns out really crispy and delicious like you want it. So there's one, and then here, I'm gonna have you do a few more.
Okay, cool.
So you are Peruvian?
My mom is Peruvian and my dad is Colombian.
Oh, awesome.
But I make mostly, my mom was the one who was in charge of like making our meals at home and stuff like that, so I feel culturally more attached to like my Peruvian side.
Oh, nice.
So should I go ahead and try it?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, is this pliable? Usually it takes like, there's some that just soaks through and gets super, super like pliable fast, but this one is a little thicker.
Yeah, I don't know if your mom does this where like I'll ask her like, how do I make this thing that you made, you know, that you used to make or that you make, and she like is like always not giving specific amounts of ingredients. Her instructions are incredibly vague.
Everything is eyeball.
Yes.
And so they can never give us the exact recipe.
No.
It's just a little bit of this.
Yeah.
But then you have to taste it to make sure it's right. I'm like, but what am I tasting for?
You know, do it until it feels right. And I'm like, well, how do I know? Like, but yeah, it's always kind of interesting because I make things now differently than her. Yeah. Just because I now have like my own opinion on these certain things, on these certain dishes. And, you know, sometimes she'll try them and be like, mine's better. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I was making like sticky rice with her for one of the episodes, and I fried my own shallot. And I'm like, oh, Mom, look, this looks perfect. She's like,
I don't do it that way.
It's a little dark. I'm like, really? I thought it looked perfect.
She's like, no. No.
Such high expectations, these moms.
I know.
We have so much in common
We
just
do.
because the food industry is like very small. The food blogging
industry is very small, yeah. And it's kind of, I mean, it's not a weird career, but it's a little weird. You're like making food for people who you don't know in real life.
Yeah. But the thing is, I love the food, which makes me really happy.
Yeah, no, me too. I mean, I love doing it. I actually like that I don't have to like worry about filling a space with real people every single day. I feel like that would really stress me out.
What do you do with all your leftover food?
I usually give them to neighbors.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, just because there's kids across the street that live across the street, and you know, and then my other neighbors, he's like, he wants stuff but doesn't want things all the time because he's like, you know, he just is like, I can't eat cake like every day, but he wants to.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it would be amazing to be your neighbor. I'll trade you savory.
Likewise.
And you can give me the sweet stuff. Okay, so here is the wheat wrapper one. So obviously you can tell it's a different shape, but we just fold it differently. But what I like to do, or what my mom likes to do, and she made sure I did this to tell me, you have to do this, is to fold up the bottom so that it creates like a barrier, because it's pretty thin.
And it'll like break through?
Yeah.
I see.
And then we just kind of wrap it the same way.
Okay.
Basically, I keep it like that. Sometimes she'll even go as far as cutting it and then putting it in the middle to be like super perfect. I'm like, nah.
Yeah. It's all gonna be fried anyway. I don't know if you're gonna notice it, but.
So you do that, and then you just fold it in, and then same thing. Back up like a burrito. My rolls are not that good. But the first one is like a pancake.
Right, it'll like go to the fryer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stick. Okay.
And where did you get these wrappers from? Did you get them from a Vietnamese market?
Oh, so this brand is actually from the Bay Area. It's called Menlo. We used to live in a place called Menlo Park, or Palo Alto. But if you guys can find this brand, definitely look for this, just because my mom says it's the best one. But I got this at Ranch 99.
Oh, cool. Okay.
When I'm trying to do Vietnamese food or like stuff that my mom taught me, I try to stay as close as possible to like the brand and everything that she uses. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, she's not that brand specific. But I mean, there's certain things that you just can't duplicate some of those ingredients. You just kind of have to buy them from there. And actually Amazon sells a lot of the stuff, but there are certain things that are like frozen peppers, and it's like, obviously you have to buy them there. You know, you can't like buy frozen stuff off Amazon. So yeah.
Oh, mine already cracked. Oh, well.
Well, that one.
It's interesting though that those turned out super crispy at Golden Deli because there's water in them.
Are we sure that they use these?
Pretty sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But I could be wrong. I mean,
I don't know.
At least the filling will be good.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's looking better.
Those look perfect.
Ta-da! I just hope it stays.
I think some will and some probably won't.
Yeah.
Like this guy might, or no, this guy.
This guy.
That guy might. I don't know if he's worth putting in the fryer because he might just like spill out and ruin the oil. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll save them for last.
Yeah,
I'll
that's good.
eat it.
Yeah,
still.
yeah, yeah.
All right, let's get frying.
Okay, cool.
All right, so I've heated up our oil and I want it to get to about 300 degrees. Oh, we're there. You know what's funny is that my mom also said for any kind of frying thing, if you put your chopstick down, it should bubble, but this has a bubble. Do you think we should fry yours separately?
Sure. I guess. I mean, yeah.
Let's do your batch first,
Okay.
just to see if it gets really crispy.
Okay. Oh, that looks so good. Look at,
Oh, wow.
they're like puffing up already.
So I think frying this for maybe like 6 or 7 minutes will be great. And you can kind of gauge it if the wrapper is like golden brown, but they're definitely getting very, very bubbly. My biggest fear is that it explodes in my face.
I know, me too. I was kind of like, I know. I don't deep fry very often. Whenever I do, it's like for something like donuts or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's usually pretty, I mean, it doesn't make this noise. Oh my gosh, they're looking really good. Another thing she warned me about was like not to get the heat too high.
Right.
So that it burns outside before the inside is cooked. So
Yeah.
I thought 300 was safe.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So she doesn't have a temperature that she ever really gauges. She
No,
just,
it's the chopstick method, which is super inaccurate.
right.
And that's how she taught me how to make rice too, is like the finger dipping method.
Wow. I think what's interesting is that like recipes can be a great guide and a great blessing, but I think that the trick is to eventually learn how to really cook and sometimes
sense it.
and be able to just do things like because it makes sense and because you know. And so I think things like that are actually really cool because then I feel like if you're like on a deserted island, then you can just like make some rice. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're not like a slave to like the recipe.
Right.
Obviously with baking you're always gonna be, but I feel like with savory there's
It's a
chance.
little bit more forgiving.
Yeah, I feel like you could be free of a recipe at some point in your life, you know?
So this is the one that we're gonna double fry later.
It feels really crispy. That is strange that they're not like getting darker.
Yeah.
But like these parts are getting darker on the edge. I mean, I think that's done.
It's our experiment.
This is an experiment.
Whoa,
It
look
is.
at the steam coming out. All right, time to drop the wheat ones in. And hopefully it doesn't all break apart.
Fingers crossed.
Whoa.
Oh my god, that one I think is opening.
No.
Is it opening?
Yes.
No. Is the stuff falling out or no? It doesn't seem
I don't
like it is.
think it's falling out, but it's definitely not staying intact. My mom would not be proud right now. Oh, I wonder if an egg wash would have been better.
Oh,
to
to like
glue
seal it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well there's one good one in here.
Okay, good. And that one looks pretty good.
Yeah. I'm bummed. Oh well. Like I said, it's my first time making it. Your first time fared a lot better than mine. All right, I'm gonna pull this one out. See, this one
That one
actually
looks
looks
perfect.
really, really good.
This one looks the other one looks very sculptural.
It's an art piece.
Yeah.
All right, what do you think? We should double fry this?
Yeah, I think we should double fry one of them and see if it actually. So we increased the heat, and I think this is like at 375 probably, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Did it work? Is it darker?
it's definitely getting more brown. And I also feel like there's more air bubbles coming through for the crispiness. This was our double one, so I'm gonna
right.
let you taste that first.
Okay.
Hopefully, it's as good as Golden Deli's.
Okay, should I dip it? I should dip it, right?
Sure.
I'm not gonna eat it with the lettuce.
Okay.
I'll just try it like in its natural, most purest state.
The crunch.
It's really crispy. Like, it doesn't have the golden color on the
Yeah.
outside, which we were definitely aiming for, but the meat on the inside, like the mixture on the inside is really good.
Is it balanced?
Yes, and it's cooked, which is good. Like, it's completely cooked, but
Yeah.
it's really good.
You
Wanna try
like it?
Wanna try it?
Yeah, sure. They're really crispy. So I think you're right. I think they probably do double fry their egg rolls. I wonder how it compares to this one where we just kept it in there. Okay.
Is that one less crispy? Interesting.
All right, so when making it with the rice paper, definitely try to double fry it.
This one feels really crispy. It looks beautiful. It looks perfect. It's really good.
If you went to the one that I think you went to, Brodart, they put like these egg roll wrappers in the spring rolls to give it that crunch.
Oh, they put it inside the spring rolls? Oh, wow. That's a really smart idea.
So let me ask you, would you ever make this again? Or would you just go to Golden Deli and get the plate?
Maybe if I was having a party, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess I can just go there and get like...
It makes me appreciate all the work that our moms put into making like these special dishes for us growing up, because she never bought them.
Oh, really? She always...
She always made them for parties and stuff like that, so I appreciate it, Mom. What would you guys do? Would you guys attempt this recipe at home? And would you try the rice paper or the wheat one? Let us know in the comments section below. Thank you so much, you guys, for following our Vietnamese series. I have a few more coming for you, so be sure to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up. And thank you so much to Adrianna for joining me today. I hope you had fun. This was like kind of like a challenge / experiment.
It was really interesting. I loved it. Thank you so much for having me.
Be sure to check out her blog, A Cozy Kitchen, and her Instagram feed and follow her there. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
You need to get your mom down here and inspect these and be like, it's like, you did everything wrong. These are garbage.